Now for the most exciting part of our show, Elevator Pitch, where we give you 2 minutes under the spotlight. The question today, is the sun going to shine bright for MoneyVidya.com?
As the sun rises on Dalal Street, investors and traders rush in, all getting prepared for the big day. But they've all got just one thing on their mind. How do I become the next stock market crorepati?
The great thing about this place is that everybody seems to have an opinion about the market.
Reliance Industries at 1860, State Bank at around
So how do you know who to believe?
And that's a question that I had when I met Alex. We were both working at Ernst & Young at the time, but what really kept us awake at night was this idea of an online financial community.
If only we could find some way to make even the common man's stock picks public on the internet, we'd find out who the real experts are.
To find you these geniuses, we launched MoneyVidya.com. It's a website which features members and their stock market recommendations, which you can then follow and track.
What's really interesting is that we've devised an algorithm which rates all of our members based on how their stock picks actually perform in the market.
Our revenue model. Currently, our website is completely free. Soon, however, we'll be hiding the stock picks by our top members. Users will have to pay a fee to see them. And what's in it for our top members? They get a share of these subscription revenues.
We're forecasting that in 2 years' time, we'll have 5,000 subscribers generating 2 crore of revenue. So Gautam, what do we need to do to make this happen?
Well, we're making a pitch for 1.5 crores in exchange for a 15% equity stake in our company.
These funds will be used for further development of our product and marketing it.
So, who's the real market expert?
Well, on MoneyVidya,
You are.
They've passed that last bend and the checkered flag is in sight. But can they go all the way? Let's find out.
Young, debonair and successful, Sandeep Murthy is one of the pin-up boys of the Indian VC community. He represents the interests of both Sherpalo Ventures and KPCB in India and has worked closely with online success stories like ClearTrip and Naukri.com. He currently oversees over 10 investments across sectors like clean technology, internet and mobile. We showed him the pitch, he sipped his coffee, took his notes, and here's what he had to say.
I think it's an exciting pitch. It's a good story. I think the space is a good space. It seems like an area where there's a lot of money moving hands, so hopefully there's some margin that they can take. From the pitch, it looked like their rapport was strong also, and they played off of each other. Conceptually, the platform looks interesting. I think building a user base is one of the more challenging things in India in general. So I think what they need to think about is how are you going to build a customer base up quickly, and once you get it there, perhaps then you can look at monetizing it through subscription fees. The issue though is going to be, what is your customer acquisition cost going to look like? So perhaps it makes sense to go partner with an online brokering company today, release this out as a feature to begin with, bring the base in that way, then over time look at monetizing them through subscriptions, or perhaps even morphing this over time into a brokerage service. I didn't see much conversation about customer acquisition and how that was going to work. 5,000 subscribers in 2 years, generating 2 crores. You know, I think if the information they're providing access to is good, then they can get there. I think on a per subscriber base, it's a high number. I think if it were a venture funded business, we would like to see the numbers get bigger faster, and we'd like to understand what could help influence that. It's not a no for sure. This seems interesting enough to let's understand it a little bit more.
That sounded extremely promising, and I've got my fingers crossed for MoneyVidya.